Hello Gemini, welcome to your September 2019 reading. Thanks for joining me. This is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Special welcome to my podcast listeners on Apple as well as Spotify. Let's take a look. This month I'm using the Angels, Gods and Goddesses deck from Toni, Carmine, Salerno, and I'm also using the new Crystal Spirits deck from Colette, Baron-Reid. So I do hope that you enjoy them. Gemini, let's take a look firstly from Gods and Goddesses. You have the Goddess of Knowledge, and this is about applying what you already know, trusting your own intuition. There's a feeling around this here, Gemini, of applying what you already know. Of course, Plato, the great ancient Greek philosopher, wrote, "All learning is simply recollection." And while study is important, I do feel that you're being called upon to remember that what you truly need to know is inside you. So the Goddess of Knowledge has appeared in your reading today to encourage you to put all of that wonderful knowledge that you already possess to good use. You don't need to do further coursework or obtain further certificates or accreditation in order to be effective in the workplace. So I do feel that you have achieved knowledge in whatever career field you've chosen. There might be a temptation for you to think that you need more work, but I do feel that Spirit is saying to you here, it's starting. You really need to start to apply the knowledge that you have rather than seek more knowledge. So putting it to practical use. And we also have lepidolite. Now this is the freak out stone, so it seems like you're having a bit of a freak out here, Gemini. And it's time to simplify your life, to put one task at a time and manage organizational skills. I picked this up as you won't feel quite so freaked out if you can manage time, organize your life in a way. It could be financial, figuring out finances. There's some kind of harried state that I'm picking up around you, Gemini. Could be in relation to money. It could also be about releasing fears or anxieties, possibly about a new job, feeling that you are not ready. But I do get this sense that Spirit is trying to push you in the direction of you actually applying the knowledge that you've gained rather than beating around the bush, trying to maybe excuses. I get excuses, finding excuses to not apply your knowledge. So let's see where this goes. But I do feel if you tackle one task at a time, things will be easier. So let's take a look, Gemini. I'm using the Everyday Enchantment deck this month, and I will do a couple more shuffles for you. Spiritual messages for the air sign of Gemini for September 2019. What does Gemini need to hear? Something that you're stressed out about. Spirit is trying to say that you do have the knowledge. You can tackle this task. Let's see. We'll start with past energy, present energy. Take a look at the near future, your advice or your best path to follow. What's happening around you, Gemini, that's currently affecting you. Hopes and fears, the outcome, and right in the center, what this reading is about. Let's see what you're freaked out about, Gemini. The Eight of Wands. Okay. So getting tasks done. I feel that there is an energy around you of having gone through some difficult times, some trials, some struggles, but coming out the other side with wisdom, stronger. And as an 8, I'm feeling this as the moment before you're ready to tackle this next challenge. Things are really starting to speed up for you. I feel that for some of you, Geminis, you've been more focused on learning skills that you need in life or towards a certain career. And now there is this moment just before you're ready to step off and put those skills to the test. So there's movement, there's a lot of fast action here, things are happening, and it's causing you to have a little bit of a freak out here, Gemini. You are ready, but you feel like you may not be, but Spirit is saying that really you are. In the past, you have the 10 of coins. And this is about legacy. This is about family. So I do feel that you have been supported in the past, Gemini, by a family situation, provided with support when it comes to especially money. I get a legacy, providing you with financial support. So this is about finances. I do feel that you're needing to put your finances in order. It's taking organizational skills for you to do so. And I do get that this past situation where you were supported by others is going away. Your current energy, you have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is you stepping into your power, stepping into your strength, and being recognized as someone who can provide for themselves. More of an independent energy. For some of you, it's entrepreneurial energy. You might be starting a new career or starting a new business, and you're really seeking to be successful with that. Things are happening quite quickly, but nevertheless, it's your moment to shine. It's really you stepping up here into the spotlight and orchestrating the kind of life that you want to lead your way, independent of family or independent of other support that you've had in the past. Now, Gemini, in the near future, you have the Sun. So again, that's you standing in the spotlight, standing in that very powerful energy of, I feel it's mainly about strength, growth, empowerment, and you being more than capable of reaching this height. It's just that you're having a bit of a stress, concern, a lot of worry, because you are thinking that this is happening quite quickly, or that you are really wanting it to happen quickly. But nevertheless, I'm picking up a lot of quick movement, messages coming in, opportunity, but there's stress involved as well. But I see potential for growth, for prosperity, for health, to be in a much better position than the past. But you may not be thinking that. You might be thinking that you had a better situation in the past. I actually feel this is going to be you, more of an independent nature, and I think as a result of that, others will look at you, especially family, as someone who is achieving in their own right. Now, as your advice or your best path to follow, you have the 8 of coins. So yes, it is about work, putting all of your knowledge towards your work. I think that this is something new, that you're starting a new job, a new career. You may have just recently completed school, and you're being really called upon here to use that newfound knowledge and putting your skills to the test. But it's going to take hard work, dedication, but you can do it. 2 8s here. Again, I get a feeling here of this is the moment after you've made a major life choice. You're standing at that crossroads. You've gone through a time of confusion. You've gone through the difficulties. You've put in the hard work to get yourself to a point where you had options. then you made a choice out of the options. And I think that you've chosen career, and you've chosen to put all of your effort and energy towards this career. And I feel that you're going to receive accolades. People around you are going to see you as someone who is a high achiever. So it's very beautiful energy around this Gemini. So no need to fear. Now in your environment you've got the Strength card. So wow. Strength and the Queen of Wands linked together. So it tells me that you, through your own bravery, through your own courage, looking at things from a very optimistic kind of energy. I see this as you deciding not to think from a negative standpoint or believe that you're not capable. It's really others. I think that there are people around you supporting you in this, saying that you do have the strength, you do have the ability to be achieving, and it's through your hard work. It's by you. It's by you dedicating yourself to a new career or a new job that you are really stepping into the limelight here, and others are starting to look in at you and think, wow, that person is really achieving. And in the past I think you may have been supported by either family or someone else, but I do feel that this is you being independent of that. But funnily enough, I think that this past situation, either it's family or a past loved one, they may have communicated to you here, Gemini, and looked in at you and said, wow, I think that you're doing really well. Okay. Now, as your hopes and fears, you've got the Hanged Man. Okay. So for a while there, you had felt like things were not moving quickly or quickly enough. For you, I think that the main thing that you're really looking to see here is that others change their view of you. That's what I'm getting from Spirit. I think it's important that you, when it comes to past situations, that you're seen as someone who is capable of achieving things for yourself. So you don't want to go back to a situation, or you don't want to go back to a time where others may have seen you as someone who was not achieving, was stuck, a period of stagnancy in your life. It's really you, by getting your life together, organizing your life, being propelled forward into future success and happiness by your own strength, by your own courage and bravery to start something new. Yes, it was difficult. Yes, there was moments where you doubted yourself, but I do feel that there's a sense of readiness around you. You have all the knowledge that you need to succeed in this chosen field. And there's no reason for you to stress or to worry. And I think that you're worried that other people see you as not capable, but I don't see that here at all. Now, as the outcome, you have the Empress. Wow. So I feel that this is you moving forward to a time where you orchestrate your own life the way that you want it to be. It's a time of being able to enjoy what you have created. So yes, things are fast moving. Yes, things are moving quickly. In the past, I think that you may have had some time on your hands Gemini, and it might be that you kind of miss that as some of that element of having that extra time, but ultimately I see you coming out of this in a much better position than you had in the past. And with that 10 of coins, I do feel that for some of you here that this is someone who was supportive of you in the past coming back here and saying to you, look, well done. You've done good, Gemini. You've done really well. It's a message. I feel it's communication. This person around you is looking in at you, and they're seeing you do really well, they're seeing you shine, and they're seeing you, as a result of your own hard work and dedication, come out of this as a very strong person. I've got female here, but it doesn't have to be. You could be a male as well. We all have that Empress, Emperor energy in us. It's just that in this case, it's more about something that you have created yourself, something that you've brought. That's why I feel a lot of you, it has to do with an entrepreneurial type of energy. And Gemini, I think that it's either you or you could be the person looking in at someone. You could be looking in at this Queen of Wands energy here and seeing them as someone who has really achieved a lot in their life due to their hard work and their dedication. There's kind of shining in your eyes now, and you're seeing them as strong, whereas in the past perhaps you felt that there was maybe too much reliance on family money or money that was provided to them, having that abundance. But I feel really good energy around this Gemini, and I do feel that yes, it's hard work, but it's hard work that you don't mind because it's something that you're doing for yourself. That's why I feel a lot of you, it has to do with working for yourself, starting your own business. I don't see stagnancy at all. I see propulsion. I see a lot of I see you being able to create a life where you feel success, fulfilled, having good things in your life as a result of your own efforts, not anyone else's. But of course you have to maintain the hard work. This is not something that you can just let rest. You have to keep going at it. So a little bit of stress, a little bit of freak out energy around this. Maybe you feel that you don't have all of the knowledge that you need to be successful, but Spirit is saying that you do, Gemini. You do. All you have to do is apply yourself, and others are looking in at you thinking that you've done a really good job. So that's really nice. So let's see. Let's take a look at the Everyday Witch Oracle message for Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear? What does Gemini need to hear? What does Gemini need to hear? And for some of you Geminis, this is someone around you. It could be a fire sign. It could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that you're seeing as doing really well. For some of you Geminis, it could also be, I have to say, with that Empress card, it could be for some of you starting a family as well. But I feel for the majority of you it's about work. It is about a career and someone doing really well in their chosen profession. Okay, let's take a look. Message here for Gemini. What does Gemini need to hear with this reading? What does Gemini need to hear with this reading? What does Gemini need to hear in this reading? Okay. We have seasonal harvest. So very much that harvest energy there with the Empress as well. When we speak about seasonal harvest, I get an earthy kind of energy around that. And with hard work, hard work, maybe a little dollop of luck as well here, Gemini. Endeavors bearing fruit. So no matter what form this takes, be sure to take the time to celebrate the harvest. So celebrate that abundance. a metaphorical harvest of something that you've been working towards. It is, of course, then, when you've reached that, it's important to take a breath and feel the joy, feel the gratitude that comes with any achievement that has taken time and effort. Past disappointments, setbacks, it seems to be a time now where you're moving forward on and a project that you've been working on is really starting to bear fruit. Something that you're finding success with. For some, it's I'm picking up, for the majority of you, it's about someone doing well in their work. For others of you, it can actually be, because with the Sun card and the Empress there, it can be about a child for some of you as well. So that's really lovely energy, Gemini. So a project coming to completion, a task that you've been working on. Finally reaping the rewards of that hard work. The harvest is done and the celebration is in order. Wonderful, wonderful. So the energy that I'm picking up around this is of enjoying this time of things bearing fruit. So whatever this freak out was, or perhaps you're just freaking out that things are that you're not ready, but it tells me that you are ready. That you are ready for whatever this event is, whether it's success in the workplace or there's a goal finally being attained. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Gemini, and wish you all the very best with this. Thank you very much for watching and listening on the podcast as well on Apple and Spotify. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. And also don't forget to check out here on YouTube the love readings, which are up for September as well, if you haven't already. Wishing you the best with this, Gemini. Looks really good energy for the month. Please take care, and I will speak to you again soon.